Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another episode of No Train, No Gain. I was really looking forward to this one because a whole bunch of reasons. First and foremost, I'm back in the studio. It's good to be in here and actually have a session here. I think it's probably been about at least a month and a half since I was last in here. And I've done my dissertation, like university, academia altogether is done for me now. So I have a lot more time on my hands and was able to kind of look forward to this one as the first kind of session of freedom. The only kind of negative side to things, I guess, would still be on the injury front. The shins are still kind of bad, but I still wanted to give lowers a go. And I was only going to start off today with some basics, purely because I don't want to lose my stamina. Like, if anything, when you're coming back from injuries, which, you know, is all part of the process of being a freestyler, when you're coming back from injuries, for me, I've always found that building back the stamina is kind of the hard bit, or the most tedious bit. So I've kind of been wanting to just kind of make sure I keep on top of this and do some basics. Been doing a lot of shows recently as well, and I tried to push through the pain and still do some lowers, and I think that's probably wasn't the best of moves, as per usual. It probably has set me back a little bit, but even as you'll see here with these basic combos at the start, I wasn't too discouraged by them, and I think that there's a healthy amount of weak foot in there as well. Also, just a note is that I'm using the Puma Glide Light leather in this. This is the first time actually doing lowers with these shoes, and the touch wasn't too bad at all. Actually, it's quite nice. Still getting used to them, and if these shoes are significantly different, well, let me know what you guys think. But I was only really going to do a shoe review on these if I thought that these were significantly different in some way and warranted a shoe review of their own. But anyway, I spent a good kind of half an hour just doing these kind of basic combos, and it's a bit repetitive, but at the end of the day, this is the only way in which you're going to get this kind of touch and level back, whether it be basics or anything really. So I spent a good half hour on them, which is probably a lot longer than I usually would for basics, to be honest, but I was kind of happy to end it with I think it was about a 41 trick move combo there. Then I moved on to some uppers, which have been, you know, relatively enjoyable of late. The consistency of rollers in particular is something that I've noticed a lot of progress in, just sort of mucking about there with this combo. But then I set myself to do, no, it's in the next clip, hold that thought. But generally with uppers, they're one of those things where when they're good, like they're really good and you notice it and they're really fun. The only kind of downside to doing uppers in here is the sweat does not help one bit whatsoever for doing rollers, but I won't complain too much. And then I set myself the challenge of doing roller, one shoulder pop, another shoulder pop on the other shoulder, and then another roller, and I managed to do it, and I even like tried to kind of carry it on, and that last roller there was a bit unclean, but I was really happy with that upper combo there. Actually, that was quite good. And generally with the rollers, I got another 2 in a row there, which is quite clean, and they're the kind of thing that actually I've always wanted to kind of do and just like throw into the middle of upper combos and stuff. That would be nice. And then I kind of wanted to finish off with some sits just to kind of complete, you know, a little bit of everything. Got this set here which was actually going quite well. The rest of the sits footage from this session wasn't very good at all, but this can't even speak. This clip here of this set, I was quite happy with. Could have been a lot better. It could have been a lot slicker as well. Shin rolls, I haven't lost them, which is kind of nice, and the inside shin stuff as well. I've been doing a lot of stuff with that. Came back from Super Bowl with a lot of ideas of stuff I could do with that. The unclean crossovers are also still present, as you will see. Unfortunately, I couldn't end it with the reverse Demetto back to standing up that I wanted to there, but nonetheless, happy with it. Happy just to be back in the studio having this kind of session, and hopefully it's a sign of better things to come now that I have a bit more time on my hand. Also, with this episode, I was recording the audio on using a different method, a different recording device, so if you think it's better or worse or any different at all, let me know. In which case, if it is better, I will stick with this one. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.